Hi, happy 2023. Um, I'm not finding it happy actually. Um, so far, it's been very difficult. Um, I know I wanted to keep my videos um, very positive, uplifting, inspiring, but I have to stay honest as well. So, um, being very candid. Um, the experience that I had with my heart event, we're on the heels, like right on the doorstep of 3 years, and um, it's just right there all the time. And just as an example, um, with the Damar Hamlin, the athlete that took a severe hit and had cardiac arrest on the field during a game. That affected me surprisingly very badly. I live with triggers every day, everything from mild discomfort to panic is the reaction that I have. Um, I didn't look, I didn't watch the game, I didn't look at the footage, knowing this. But even as my mother described the hit, I had to rush her off the phone, and she knew why. Um, as I learned more about the extent of his injuries, um, I experienced a twitching episode, and that's the best name that I have for it. I just had uncontrollable urges for my head to twitch, and it did that for 20 to 30 minutes. It eventually went away, and I had to do some self therapy. I wasn't scheduled to see my therapist, and that's a whole nother part of this video. um, I did my self therapy, did care. I thought and pondered on the situation and realized um, the magnitude of what has been put before or on me, and having been blessed with the ability to survive and um, assume the task to try and help other people, because when you really think about it, and this is not a comparison in any way, um, Damar Hamlin, he did suffer cardiac arrest. My heart event comprised of 3 cardiac arrests after my initial heart attack. The amount of time that it required him to heal and be released, which I am so grateful that he has been, it was comparable to the time frame that I experienced. So as he went through his healing process, I was right back there with him, and everything that would happen, um, I could have predicted, because of how my recovery went. But again, I am truly grateful for him and his family that he is coming along. Just within the media recently, there's been losses due to cardiac arrest that did not have a positive outcome. I've learned that we've lost Lisa Marie Presley just yesterday. Um, and I believe there may have been others, but those are the two that I'll focus on this video. Now going into the mental part of it, and I mentioned that I didn't have a session with my therapist. I've been seeing the same therapist since my heart event, but due to a change in my insurance, I no longer can meet with her. Now that is unnerving for someone that has been in long-term therapy to begin with. But the fact that I am trying to work through the PTSD of my event and other issues that have been kind of chronic long term. It's troubling. It's frightening. Do I fear for myself? No. Thank God. Literally, I have Him as my foundation, my salvation, and my family, whom I'm incredibly grateful for, and friends that are family as well. I will be meeting with a new therapist, but I have always had a belief that everything happens for a reason, and I think this is another one of those situations, because apparently I didn't do my intake properly when I was assigned to my former therapist, because I have yet to be treated for the PTSD. I knew it was something that I was going to need to do, but I've been terrified. Truly, I figured, let me do the therapy that I'm accustomed to and keep that tied up in its nice little package off to the side. I understand that therapy for PTSD is very difficult, and knowing me and who I am through the videos that I've done, I'm a daughter, a wife, and a mother. I assume a lot of responsibilities, and I just envision myself being curled up in a fetal position after these sessions, so I'm terribly nervous. But again, with the thought of everything happening for a reason, perhaps it's time. And I have to draw on my faith and just the bravery that I have been blessed with, to try and tackle this chapter of my recovery. So I will be doing that. And also, on the cardiac front, a recent doctor's visit, going over my cardiac screening, I found that I do have a slight prolapse in the valves of my heart. So right now, exercise is the recommended treatment, and I went forward trying to do that. I think I started out too aggressive. I tried to do one of those Nike videos on Netflix and hurt my back. So now I have to wait for that to heal before I can follow doctor's orders, and that is frustrating and frightening at the same time. But at least I have a plan, and I am healing. And once I do, I will take the steps necessary. And as I wind up this video, um, with the self-care and being a cardiac patient, also type 1 diabetes, which I have had to um, give myself therapy for my entire life and seek support. You cannot allow yourself to be controlled by your conditions. You have to find a healthy foundation. For me, it is my belief in God, the church, prayer. Hopefully you have a strong support system, whether it's actual relatives or a family that you've chosen. But if they love you, they'll welcome you to lean on them. So don't hold it in. Don't let it damage you from the inside. Keep talking, keep working with your providers and your loved ones. Develop plans on how to overcome the obstacles, whether it's physical or mental. You gotta do it. If not for other people, for yourself. So I'm gonna sign off for now. Hopefully I'll have better news on my next video. But as I just said, I have a plan. I'm going to stick to it, and I will give you an update on my progress on the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.